Alright, 54 seconds. We'll take it. We'll start here. So, alright, welcome to the current guide for the Koromu Boss Event. The meta's shifted quite a bit with all the changes they've made. So, we'll go over the actual comp. Right now I'm using Primal Fusion, Griffith, Leaf Ninja, Golden Will, Boros, and Cloud. The ones that are carrying is going to be Boros and Cloud. So Cloud just naturally does big damage with his heavy attack. That's all you need to know. He just swipes and he hits for a few billion here and there. So over time he builds up quite a bit. The new biggest change is Boros. Boros got somehow buffed to where he has 3 copies of himself. So Dark Ranger is his best in slot. Basically kind of how Giorno stacks and Gogeta stacks, or Primal Fusion stacks. He has this move called, where's it at? A true power of a god. So he inflicts explosion damage over time, and then every time an enemy is inflicted with explosion, he gains a 5% chance to instantly hit again. So basically he's hitting again and again and again back to back because the enemy's being inflicted with multiple explosions. And that has to do with the different Boros copies. So the more you keep him alive, the longer you keep him alive, the faster he stacks, right? The faster he'll stack. So the last run there was another 54 seconds. I think the lowest I've gotten this down to was like 40 seconds. It's like 42, 40 seconds. So not bad at all. As long as it's sub 1 minute, I think that's good enough. So with the current state of the meta now, the biggest thing that I saw also was the big nerf to Primal Fusion. They really tried to gut Primal Fusion here, which is okay, I guess. It is what it is. Makes them 10% instead of 20%. Yeah, this one was 51 seconds. Not bad. This all just depends if you're able to keep Boros alive. So we'll do one more and then leave it like it is. I kept the comp pretty simple. The biggest thing with this one is getting the traits. The must-have traits is Boros with Dark Ranger. I think Boros Dark Ranger is just very strong. We'll go over the stats, the builds, the items, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. All right, we'll let it run one more clear. Yeah, we'll talk a few replacements here and there, but this has been like fairly consistent, so I'm pretty comfortable with this build right now. Yeah, 52 seconds. Not bad, pretty good average. All right. What was it? 52, 52, 54 is what you guys saw. So again, it just depends on your RNG with Kurumi hitting Boros, so also the stacking. So it's really not bad. So 52 seconds being consistent is pretty fair. Alright, so let's go over the team. So first, number 1 is Boros. Boros has Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger is really important. It's dupe, but better, okay? Because his attack cooldown drops, which makes him attack faster, okay? Range increase, big damage increase, and he goes from being able to spawn 3 of himself to 4 of himself. If you guys pay attention to this one, you'll notice his speed is C-. The game has very bad pathing. In Anime Rangers, the pathing is so bad that they rubber band back and forth the faster they are on small paths. And because of that, you have to drop their speed to as low as possible sometimes. That's the only way to get around it. His speed will still bounce up pretty high, but not as high as if it was O+. So I would recommend keeping him at C-. For his equipment, we go with hair curls, a black coat, purple boots, Ghoul Sword, and Soul of Fire. So his stats look like this, where he has minus 1.9 seconds. So he just attacks really fast back to back. The reason we go boots is to let him get out of there faster, as well as get that range. Just a bit more range, so this way Naruto's the primary target. Black cloak, hair coat, nothing here is interchangeable. You have to use this kind of build. I think this setup is much better for Boros right now. His range is actually extremely low. 12 is very low for a ranger unit. They gutted his range. Kind of sad to see, but it is what it is. You just got to play around with what's built if you're interested in. So Cloud, we have Secret Shiny Cloud over here, Sephiroth. His speed, same thing. C minus, keep him as slow as possible. He's the first one to upgrade, so order down here does matter, specifically for Cloud and Boros, and I'll show you again. So for him, we have Hair Curls, Black Cloak, Black Shoes, and Funny Revolver and Devil Soul. I'm just trying to make his heavy hits go as hard as possible. That's the goal with him right now. So just make his heavy hits go as hard as he can. You can play around with Devil Soul. If you don't have Devil Soul yet, go with Soul of Sloth maybe. You're just looking for bigger damage, bigger numbers here. Alright, Golden Will with Dark Ranger as well. Make him attack faster, very low attack cooldown. The lower the attack cooldown, the better it is. So Soul of Fire, Black Shoes. I don't want high range on him, I want lower range. Just the closer he is to being a target, the less there is on Boros. Black Coat, Hair Curls, Ghoul Sword. We have Leaf Ninja, full C- build. Even the speed has to be C-. And then with this one, I just went evasion. I just tried to add as much evade as possible. Naruto's a cheap unit. She has 100% accuracy, so 10% chance to evade attacks. So not bad. We'll leave as is. I'm fine with Leaf Ninja. You can use probably any meat shield if you want, but I chose just a cheap one that I feel comfortable using. Then we have Griffith. Griffith, pretty unimportant here. He's just here for the damage buff. I might try to min-max his stuff, but the biggest thing here is Soul of Steel Ball. I'm just adding something to stagger the enemy. So I would really try to have a Soul of Steel Ball and then just increase range on him. Mind you, you're like, why does he have attack cooldown, ability cooldown? For this, he's copying some of the damage that's coming out from Sephiroth. So when Sephiroth gets pretty big, he does like an extra few million here. He gets like to 50 mil or something. He does a pretty good job on ability damage. It's just, you know, it's here and there, just trying to min-max, get a little more damage in. Capitalist, because if one dies, I want the other one to come back. So Capitalist is way, way better on Griffith, but, you know, maybe Dark Ranger. Maybe Dark Ranger is the play. I don't know. I'll have to check it out, play around with it. But I know Dark Ranger's becoming the new meta just for how many stats. The trade-off for playing with time is pretty good. Alright, and lastly, we got Primal Fusion. Primal Fusion, just attacking as quick as he can. Again, lowering the range. Soul of Fire, just attacking super quick. That's really what he's there for. Alright, and then we'll go to Curses real quick. That's one thing everyone asks for, is Curses. So for Boros, I haven't min-maxed this one. I would try to increase his... Maybe play around with ability cooldown. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to pay attention a little more. Might be auto attack damage, but the big one priority is minus 15% for the attack speed. Get him to attack as fast as possible. For Cloud, it's plus 15% ability damage. I want to get as much damage as possible when he's in heavy stance. Golden Will, attack as quick as possible. This should probably be minus 15%, so we can do that another time. Naruto is take away his speed. It's probably minus speed for Naruto, so he's there faster. This is the wrong curse at this point. Let me do this, so you know I'm not messing with you. Here. There we go. It's minus. So this way he can attack. He can get over to the boss faster. It's gonna make him. It's gonna make him a lot better. All right. This is what I have for Griffith, just increased damage cooldown. Probably not necessary, probably range is better here, but it doesn't matter. He has big enough range as is, so kind of don't care. And then Primal Fusion. Attack as fast as possible and then just bump up the damage a bit. Maybe it's plus 15% to cooldown for ability. This way he attacks with his ability less and he's focused on auto attacking. Something else. I mean, I know they gutted Primal Fusion, but he's still solid. The reason I say he's still solid has to do with his stunning and his staggering. So the daze, the increased damage, you know, it's just a lot better. Taunts the strongest enemy in range too. Like, yeah. So it's still worth bringing him. So for right now, that's what I'm using. I know Bleed Comp is pretty popular right now, but this is what we've got. Replacements. Biggest replacement I think is Cloud. I don't think you can replace Boros for this comp. Cloud you can replace, and it has to be Eto. I'm still playing around with it. I think Beyonder is better than Dark Ranger Eto, just because her passive bleed damage scales off of her damage. So this one is a permanent effect. So we'll have to see. I'll have to double check. But I'm fairly certain that Beyonder is the better one for her. So Crimson Owl, good replacement for Boros. If you don't have Primal Fusion and you need a replacement, I would go with Brook, Skeleton King here. Skeleton King, he is a very obtainable support unit. Very obtainable Halloween event. Very strong unit too. So worth bringing. If you have Lullaby, Lullaby is also a good replacement as well. If you need a replacement for Primal Fusion. What else? There's nothing else here that's limited. If you guys are like, how do I get Cloud? I know someone's going to ask me in the chat, how do I get Cloud? Cloud is from Infinity Castle. I think it's like 50, is he? Cloud is 50. Floor 50 of the Infinity Castle, right here in the lobby. That's how you get him. Boros is a limited unit, so you'd have to trade for a Boros. If you don't have Boros, that kind of sucks, because right now he's very strong. He's literally Gappy 2.0 right now. I don't know why they gutted Gappy. Gappy should not have been gutted this hard, but Boros is quite literally Gappy 2.0 right now. So, current state of the game, just final comments and reviews. So, I know a lot of people bash the game, and you know, even I have my gripes and complaints with it. I still think they're on track to do well. You know, the changing and identifying the problems, I think, is what's important. So they identified their problems, they got rid of their problems, and now they're working through new stuff. So I think that shows that they're still trying to grow the game. So we'll see what happens. I hope they make some positive changes, new game modes, things that are actually difficult that push the comps. But for right now, I will try to get this video out as quick as possible, because there are, at the recording of this video, about 400 shiny units left, 417. So, and Koromu shiny is pretty cool. So, oh, I guess this is better with higher graphics setting. Hold on. There you go. So, not bad at all. Koromu shiny, get yours today. Use the comp. Guys, if you liked this video, you liked how everything's done, don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video. Appreciate all the support. Play ARX, try it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Dead game, W game, revival potentially. Maybe a little bit of a comeback. So, we'll see. Let me know your thoughts. You guys have a blessed one. Take care.